Testing 1 2. Okay, I think the microphone is ready, and yeah, we're about ready to make this video. Let's just minimize this right now. Okay, perfect, that looks great. Okay, so hi, what's good? Welcome. If you're new here, my name is Kagan, and this is my last video of 2019 or my first video of 2020, depending on what time zone you're in the world. So hello from all over the world, happy new year, maybe. So in 2019, or should I say in the last 365 days, I made 113 videos. 113 might not sound like a lot, but it is for me, especially when I consider the fact that 365 days before that, I barely made 50 videos. So it's a huge step up for me, and I'm really proud of it. But the thing is, out of 113 videos that I made this year, more than 80 of them were about audio equipment. It was either microphones, earbuds, headphones, you know, lav mics and things like that. Speakers too. I reviewed a lot of Bluetooth speakers this year. Some I wanted to review but never got around to, but I digress. So today I want to tell you about all the best audio tech that passed through my channel or passed through my studio, because actually not every single one of these items actually managed to get a video on my channel. I just never got around to reviewing some things, but I'm going to tell you about everything regardless. So there are going to be 4 categories for this video. I'm going to talk about microphones, I'm going to talk about headphones, I'm going to talk about earbuds, and I'm going to talk about Bluetooth speakers. So without further ado, like Fisaya Fusudo always says, here are my best microphones from 2019, or my best microphones from the last 365 days. So best USB microphone is the Samsung G-Track Pro. That's the microphone that you're listening to right now. That's the microphone that's recording this video, and you can hear the quality that this microphone puts out. Now, it's not cheap. It's well over $100, somewhere around 120, 125, I believe, but it's absolutely worth it. The microphone has an audio interface in it. It has 3 pickup patterns. It has the mono and the 2-track settings. It can take an instrument like a guitar on the back, and you can use that to run your audio directly into your computer, whatever the case may be. That, for me, if money is not an issue or an object, and you just want to buy the best microphone that can just do everything for you and you would have peace of mind, that's the microphone that I recommend. The best budget USB microphone for me has to be the Fujifilm T669. In fact, I think this was one of the later USB microphones I reviewed in the year, and I think it was the first budget microphone under $60 that ticked all the boxes and basically solved a lot of problems I had with other USB microphones that were in that budget range, but you know, kept on leaving 1 or 2 things out. So that microphone is what I recommend for you if you're on a budget and you need to buy a USB microphone bundle with a boom arm and a pop filter and everything in a bundle. Of course, everything I'm talking about in this video, I'm going to have links in the description so that you can go check them out. And of course, these links are going to be Amazon affiliate links. So when you do use my links, it helps out the channel and I get a little bit of a kickback without affecting how much you actually pay to Amazon. Best wireless lavalier microphone. That's the lavalier microphone that I ended up keeping and I ended up using the most in 2019 was the Pixel Mac 20. That microphone was, to say it blew my mind and it shocked me and it really impressed me would be an understatement, because that microphone just absolutely did everything. It was like the juggernaut of lavalier microphones, and oddly enough it costs less than $150 right now to buy, and I thought, or I think, that for that price it competes with lavalier microphone systems that cost $700 upwards, which is absolutely insane. Like, if you're looking for a wireless lavalier microphone system, that's probably the only one you should consider if you're on a budget. If you can afford to buy the high-end expensive Sennheisers, of course, by all means go ahead, but those for me are not necessary if you can afford or if you can buy or pick up a Pixel Mac 20. Now, of course, recently I noticed that the Pixel Mac 20, or the Pixel branded version of this microphone, is no longer on Amazon. The seller who actually sent this to me now sells it under a brand name called PhotoWelt. I promise you it's the exact same thing, because I actually bought another unit just to make sure, and it was the exact same microphone system. I guess they just ran out of the ones that were branded Pixel, so that's that for that. And my honorable mention in the microphone section category is going to have to be the Maono AU804 series of microphones. I believe I reviewed about 3 units of these microphones this year. There's different bundles. There was one that came in a briefcase and had the stand for the table. There was one that had the boom arm and so on and so forth. I really like the quality of the sound out of these microphones. I think my only 2 gripes with those microphones was the fact that there was no tally light and there was no volume adjustment for the microphone's pickup pattern, and you know, that's kind of a deal breaker if you're a gamer or anything like that. But if you're not, that's a beautiful microphone to use. That's a microphone that I could use if I wasn't using this microphone. I mean, I wouldn't, but I could use it if I didn't have a choice. So moving away from microphones for a second, let's jump straight to headphones. This category was a little tricky. The video, the awards for this category were a little tricky to give, mostly because I didn't want a situation where it looked like I was playing favoritism with some brands that I liked. But at the end of the day, I think this was a pretty balanced list. There's about 6 things in this category, and the first is the best headphones overall that I reviewed in 2019, and the award for that goes to the Treblab Z2. The comfort, the quality of the sound, the way it feels, the way it fits, the way it performs, the ANC, everything about the packaging of that headphone just makes it the absolute best one that I tried in 2019 with no remorse. The best budget headphones that I tried in 2019, I actually still have this ones, is the Empow H5. They cost like $39.99 on Amazon. Sometimes you see them for as low as $30, $32, and the quality of the sound they give you, quality of the ANC, the performance, the comfort that those give you for that price is absolutely insane. I don't think Empower is making any profit from those headphones, but hey, I don't really know what the business model is like on Amazon, so yeah, you can never tell with these things. Now, moving to the best ANC headphones of 2019. This one is a very, very tricky one, especially because I think that a lot of people will probably come for my head for this, but my favorite active noise cancelling headphones of 2019 were not even headphones at all. I thought I turned this down. Were not even headphones at all. The best ANC headphones of 2019 were Earbuds, the iHyper NC1. NC1 stands for noise cancellation 1, if you couldn't figure that out. But yeah, the iHyper NC1 are just really thick earbuds that I got from iHyper, and I tested them, and the noise cancelling on them is better than any headphones that I tested this year, which is a little insane when you think about it. I don't think they're particularly cheap, but I think they're worth it. If you compare, you know, the quality that they give you to other earbuds out there and other headphones out there, I think for noise cancellation, this is the one that I would go for travel and stuff like that. Most comfortable headphones that I used or wore or tested in 2019 was also the Treblab Z2. One of the reasons why they were the best on the channel is the comfort. Aside the sound quality and the bass and everything, I really liked the comfort that these headphones gave me. Studio monitoring headphones of the year has to be the Sennheiser HD280 Pro. This was the first video actually that I made in 2019, featuring my buddy Oliver from the YouTube channel Oliver J. Hughes. This were, by hands down, I think I tested 3 or 4 studio monitoring headphones this year, and the Sennheiser HD280 Pros just stand out when it comes to the sound profile. If what you want is flat sound, you honestly cannot beat this. They are still selling for around $99 on Amazon right now, and I think for that price, it's an absolute must pick up for anybody. Okay, next category is going to have to be gaming headsets. So for this, I think my favorite budget gaming headset of 2019 is going to have to be the Pilter gaming headset. Now, this is one of those items that never actually made it onto the channel. I just never got around to reviewing it, and I actually don't have it here anymore to show it to you. I'm sure I'll find some pictures somewhere that I could just, you know, overlay onto the video so that you can see what it looks like. It's an absolutely beautiful piece of gaming equipment. I absolutely love it. And I think the next part or the next section of this video is going to have to be Bluetooth speakers. What are the best Bluetooth speakers that I tested in 2019? I think this section was really easy because I didn't really review more than 10 Bluetooth speakers on the channel in 2019. In fact, a lot of speakers that I was going to review, I decided not to because they just weren't up to my standards or they didn't meet my expectations. So, best Bluetooth speakers, hands down, no competition, no argument, was the PowerHat DG. The PowerHat DG sounds fantastic, looks fantastic, performance-wise, the way it functions, the way you control it, the touch controls and everything, absolutely beautiful. But I think the standout feature for the Power RTG is the sound that it produces. Those speakers cost like $80 or $90 or something, and they sound like something that costs $400. Like, they sound absolutely insane. So if you're looking for the best Bluetooth speakers or best portable Bluetooth speakers that you can actually carry around that money can buy, the Power RTG is not going to let you down. Best budget Bluetooth speakers for me has to be the Avid M29. These Bluetooth speakers cost very little. I think in some places, I got comments on the video where people said in their countries speaker is $15 or it's $20 or some ridiculous stuff like that. I paid almost $50 for it, but it was absolutely worth it. So if something like that can be found for $15, $20, $25, you should absolutely get it. It's the best sounding, best looking Bluetooth speakers from 2019, hands down. I don't know if it was actually manufactured in 2019, but I started using it around late 2018. So for all of 2019, this was the best budget Bluetooth speaker that I tried. So best rugged Bluetooth speaker or best hiking outdoor, adventure Bluetooth speaker is going to have to be the Powerhead Music Fly. I think it's the Music Fly 2 if I'm correct. Completely waterproof, absolutely rugged. When you drop it, you probably break the floor, not the speakers. They also let you have like battery bank where you can actually charge your phone or some other devices from the Bluetooth speakers, which I think is very important for something that you're probably going to be using when you're hiking or going outdoors or stuff like that. Absolutely beautiful speakers, and they don't look terrible. This is one of the reasons why they actually are amazing. They don't look terrible for all the features that they offer you. And I believe the best outdoor Bluetooth speakers that I tried in 2019, that is the big speakers that you take to the poolside or to the beach if you want to listen to music with your friends and stuff, that would have to be the Woozik S29. The sound out of these things is insane. It looks like a talking drum, which is a little weird, but also kind of quirky. I really like what they offer and, how they sound, how they perform, how they look, how easy it is to just throw them on your arm like a bag and just get out of the house and go have fun and stuff like that. To the final section of this video, the section that everybody has been waiting for, Bluetooth earbuds, true wireless earbuds, whatever you want to call them. So what are the best Bluetooth earbuds that I tried in 2019? Well, this was kind of tough because I had a few contenders for the longest time, and I think over the course of the year this constantly changed. But the best, by far, the best Bluetooth earbuds that I tested in 2019 has to be the Aki G1 Pro. Not to be confused with the Avid G1 Pro, completely different product. They look exactly identical. This is the Avid, the other one is the Aki. I don't have that anymore, unfortunately, but they might look alike, they might seem like the exact same product, but I promise you they're not. The product of the product itself is just completely insane. The Aki is better fitting, better sounding, better performing. It doesn't drop connection. This one does. It's like all-rounder for what it offers for the price, which is around $98 if I remember correctly the last time I checked. It's the absolute best Bluetooth earbuds, true wireless earbuds that money can buy right now, in my opinion, for a budget, because obviously there's going to be $300, $400 earbuds that you can decide to go spend your money on, and they are not necessarily better. The Aki G1 Pro is the one you want to buy if you're looking for that sweet spot between price and performance and, just all around fantastic experience. Now, what are the best budget Bluetooth earbuds under $50 that I tested in 2019? This was a very tricky one because I think Bluetooth true wireless earbuds were like the most reviewed thing on the channel in 2019. I literally reviewed so much of them, I got tired of reviewing them. It was that many, absolutely insane. So what are the best budget true wireless earbuds from 2019? My number one pick, I'm going to have 3 picks for this section because it was just impossible to pick one. My number one pick for this section is going to have to be the Piotr E Pro. On the case for the Piotr E Pro, it says made for the true wireless enthusiast, and they absolutely nailed it with this one. They talked about everything that could be a gripe for everyone who uses true wireless earbuds, and they fixed it. The case of the thing can charge your phone. I think it's like 2000 milliamp hours or something ridiculous like that. The true wireless earbuds to play on pause or change track and stuff, they didn't put it directly on the earbud, so you don't have to squeeze them into your ears to change tracks and stuff. They put a tiny button to the side, which was really thoughtful, and it was just every little small decision that it took for this true wireless earbuds that made it, you know, for me, the best budget true wireless earbud of 2019. It actually was in contention for the best earbuds period, but obviously the Aki G1 Pro came along at some point in the year and absolutely swept everything else away. My second choice and the best budget true wireless earbuds under $50 is going to have to be the Zicock CSR aptX or the Zicock S1, whatever you want to call it. It's selling on Amazon under different brand names, so you can actually find this under some other different brand names. But of course, I'm going to have a link in the description that you can follow to go check this out. I think for me, these were the best value for money true wireless earbuds of 2019. The features that they offer, the sound quality, everything combined. This is something that I didn't experience with a lot of other true wireless earbuds, combined with the fact that they had the Qualcomm CSR aptX technology that let them, you know, have like this anti-lag thing for when you're watching videos, Netflix, YouTube and stuff like that on your phone or your device. That was one of the real deciding factors for how I arrived at, you know, putting this in my top 3 budget true wireless earbuds for 2019. Now, the final entry into this was a little bit of a controversial one, because initially when I got my first unit of this, it was defective, but they did send me another one, and that is the Earphone Free. I think this one is probably the most insane bargain of the year. True wireless earbuds, USB-C, wireless charging for under $50. Absolutely insane. Almost, you know, it almost makes no sense. I think sometime during Black Friday, this was selling for around $39, which is absolutely insane. But if you're still able to pick this up for under $50, it's an absolute steal. The sound quality of the earbuds themselves is absolutely insane. Now, they're not exactly the tiniest things in the world. When you're wearing them, they're actually quite large in your ears, but I mean, I guess that's one of the sacrifices you have to make for quality sound in 2019 and beyond. So if you're looking for the best budget true wireless earbuds of 2019, my top 3 picks are the Piotr E Pro, the Zicock CSR aptX, and the Earphone Free true wireless earbuds. Next category in this section, which is the final section by the way, is the most comfortable true wireless earbuds of 2019, or the most comfortable true wireless earbuds I tried in the last 1 year. And that award is going to have to go to the Tranya T3 and the Tranya T1 Pro. They are basically, to me, they're basically the exact same earbuds, just a slight different in size. But if you're looking for comfort, if comfort is what you're focusing on, then Tranya is probably the brand that you should absolutely buy from. When you have these earbuds in your ears, you can absolutely completely forget that you had them at any point. Like, you're wearing them, you're listening to music, and you just sleep off, and it's like you never had earbuds in your ears at any point. It's pretty impressive how comfortable this get. And I think the best looking true wireless earbuds of 2019 by a mile, hands down, especially because they actually still provide you with quality, has to be the Aki Moon. They just look insane. They're not in the same category when it comes to looks with everything else that I tested this year. So this is probably something a lot of women would like to buy. So if you're looking for something that looks good and still gives you value for your money, it's not cheap, at around $99 as well, if I remember correctly, but it offers you all the value that you can think of, and it's absolutely fantastic looking. So that's probably the one you should buy if looks are important to you. Honorable mention for this category is a very controversial one. And when I say controversial, I mean extremely controversial. I bought this particular unit or type of earbuds 3 times this year, the Rokin Accent Charge Plus. For more than 4 months this year, to me, it was the best true wireless earbuds money could buy. But at some point that changed. And a few reasons why that changed is because, I mean, I think I was just a little lucky. All 3 units that I bought throughout the year, there was no defective unit, there was no problems with them. But if you go on the Amazon listing page for this device, you notice a lot of bitter complaints, people just complaining out of their minds, saying this is crap, absolutely don't buy it, it's terrible. And while that was not my experience, I cannot completely dismiss the experience of other people. Maybe I got lucky and I didn't get a defective unit, but it seems like this particular product got a lot of flack, and a lot of people just absolutely hated it because they got defective units. Today when I checked this true wireless earbuds, they were selling for $39.99. I bought it 3 times this year for $150 each time. There was one time I got it for $120, but it was relatively around $150 throughout the year. So it's a bit insane that it's dropped so much. That's like divided by 5 of the price pretty much. So if you're willing to take the risk, the Roku Accent Charge Plus was my best true wireless earbuds for a majority of the year, but that changed significantly at some point, and there's so many true wireless earbuds out there to try, and I couldn't really, in my right mind or my honest mind, keep it in this list any which ways because of other people's experiences. But personally, I think it's a really good product, and if you can find one that's not defective, you should probably get it. I think that sums up my thoughts on all the devices that I tested this year, all the microphones and the speakers and the earbuds and the headphones that I tested this year. In 2020, one of the things that I would like to do more of is, well, not do more of, I've never done it before. I have never gone live on my YouTube channel. A little insane for somebody with over 10,000 subscribers. But I would really love to actually try to go live for the first time in 2020 and do it a few times if possible. It's one of the things that I'm actually working on right now. So I look forward to seeing your faces more throughout this year. It was really fun making videos for you this year. I appreciate everybody who watched my videos, who shared my videos, who liked, who left a comment, who used my links to purchase on Amazon. Everybody basically that just watched and went away and didn't say anything, I appreciate you. I hope this video was not too long. If you watched up to this point, you're absolutely amazing. Thank you. I appreciate you, and I cannot wait to make more videos for you in 2020. It's been fun. It's been real fun. It's been a lot of fun making these videos for you, and I guess I'll see you on another video that was shot by Kagan. Thank you so much for sticking with me. If you're new here, don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to drop a like and share this with your friends. If you have people who are looking for audio equipment to buy, headphones, earbuds, microphones, whatever the case may be, share this video with them, tell them to come check it out. There are links in the description for everything that I mentioned in the video. Thank you so much for watching, and I guess I'll see you on another video that was shot by Kagan. Peace.